Hello everybody, I'm Brainy Diode and I am back with another episode of Nier Automata. Last time we returned to the amusement park and took care of the opera machine Simone there. This time we've returned to the machine village and will once again meet with Pascal.
Hello. Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B, we can't trust anything the machines say.
I understand that you see us as the enemy, but... Well, anyway, my name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
Alright, well, while we're here, we do want to meet with a certain pair of quest givers.
Excuse me, can you have a moment? Please, I need
Not
your
you.
help.
Do I have to trigger something else before they show up?
Have a moment. Please, I need your help.
I thought they were down here, but they don't appear to be. So I might have to talk to Pascal again before they show up. But as far as I'm aware, we should be able to meet Jean-Paul so that we can get started on Jean-Paul's melancholy. He'll be right across this bridge. Yep, there is a red mark on him, so we should be able to talk to him. Quest. Existence precedes essence. Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. Additionally, hello? Yes? And you are? Wait, do not tell me. I've already deduced that you are here to listen to me expound upon the great mysteries of existence. Well enough. Let us begin by discussing the concept of existentialism. Essence and existence are two sides of the same coin. And yet, what is existence? I'm glad you asked. To answer that will require many long hours of... This is pointless. There's no point in talking to Jean-Paul. We stopped trying to figure him out a long while ago. There was no long in that sentence, but I added one. Still makes sense. All he does is spout a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about something called philosophy. If you're curious about him, you'll have better luck talking to his followers. They tend to use smaller words, at least. This guy has followers? More like fans, I suppose. But yes, there are quite a few out there who buy what he's selling. Don't ask me why. Some folks just get into that sort of thing, I suppose. There's even one Jean-Paul follower right here in the village. You know the machine with the thick paint on her face? That's the one. Alright, we've accepted Jean-Paul's melancholy. Let us go talk to the made-up machine. Not made up like fictional, but made up like covered with makeup. I can speak English, I promise. Machine with makeup. I should have just called her that in the first place. Hello, can we ask you a question? Do you happen to know a machine named Jean-Paul? I certainly do. Master Jean-Paul is a genius. You can rely on him. You can rely on him for absolutely anything. Are we talking about the same Jean-Paul here? In fact, I was just thinking about how much wisdom he has to teach me, so I wrote him a letter asking for guidance. You'll take it to him, won't you? Huh? I can't let that lady in the desert get to him first, or that harpy in the amusement park. Great, there are more of these weirdos. And wait, they have genders? I gave 9S the wrong voice. Oh well. Letter for Jean-Paul. Alright. Let us go find him again. Give him the letter. Might as well knock a bit of this quest out while we're here. Here he is. Here's the letter. Hello? Ah, yes, I see. Dreams are the mind's version of reality perfected. Hey, Jean-Paul, we have a delivery for you. Ah! Allow me to see it at once! I've finally given myself a distinct voice. Interesting. A letter, is it? A female machine asked us to deliver it to you. She said she could rely on you and that you know pretty much everything. Yes, yes. Now if I may, do you believe that existence precedes essence? Is this about the letter? No. Right, but shouldn't you maybe respond to the letter? Is one duty-bound to reply to every question spewed in their direction? If such is your claim, then what power was it who placed this burdensome yoke around my neck? This is a waste of time. You got that right. Apparently, I feel like giving the NPCs distinct voices, but not 9S and 2B. Great job there, Brainy. There you are. Well, what did the master have to say about my letter? Actually, he said it wasn't worthy of response. I knew it! Isn't he the greatest? I can't get enough of him! You don't say. Well, seems like this machine has something in common with Simone that we met back at the amusement park. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Pascal now that I'm on the wrong level. And come on, let me use the ladder, please. And whoop. Camera. Thank you. Here's Pascal. You know, we already have something of a relationship with you androids. In fact, I'm hoping you can take this to Anemone in the resistance camp. What is it? It's a fuel filter that she requested. If you take it to her, it should make it clear that we're a peaceful group. Alright? So, we've got the fuel filter. I'm going to save the rest of Jean-Paul's melancholy until after we have skip travel capabilities, for what I hope are obvious reasons. Meanwhile, instead of sticking around the resistance camp for too long, I'm going to go ahead and deliver this fuel filter. And here we are
We can
at
get
this
into the
block.
city ruins if we move that box.
As a matter of fact, I knew that already, 9S. That's why I was moving it.
Operator 210 to 9S. This is your regularly scheduled contact. I have something important to discuss with you today.
What is it?
Our maintenance team filed a complaint about how you treat your flight unit. They requested that you cease making unauthorized modifications.
Well, I kinda had to. There's so much excess data sent to me from the satellite, it's delaying aim correction.
If you have a rebuttal, you need to discuss it with maintenance. Fight it out if you must. Operator 210 out.
Jeez. My operator's more prone to violence than I thought.
I'm sure I've voiced this opinion before, but 6-0 is by far my favorite of the two operators. I think that was probably meant to be the case, though. Oh, there's a violent machine here. I thought the machines around here weren't aggressive. Well, here we are back at the resistance camp. And here is Anemone. Say, Anemone, I've got a package for you from a machine called Pascal. A fuel filter? Ah, perfect timing. We were running low. Wait, you met Pascal? Sure did. So you've been consorting with the machines, huh? Just the ones in the village. They're totally harmless, and they also have the means to construct intricate devices that we can't. In exchange, we provide them with oil and other materials. I guess you'd call it a form of commerce. I see. Anyway, if you're headed back there, please take this high-viscosity oil to Pascal. We have the viscous oil. So as you can see there, I haven't... Right.
Well, what do you think?
He just started transmitting to us directly.
Now do you believe we're not a threat?
Your mouth can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's technically accurate. Yes, well, you're free to visit our village whenever you like.
Well, as I was saying, you can tell there that I haven't quite given a unique voice to all of the NPCs. Just need a bit of time to think one up, I guess, and I suppose I have had a lot of time. This is going to be... Ooh, I've forgotten how many episodes I've done. I think this will be the 23rd or 24th. One of those two numbers. I should probably be keeping better track of this, shouldn't I? Well, anyway, as I was saying, I haven't quite thought up a voice for most of these characters yet. It doesn't really help that a lot of them are female, and as you might be able to tell from my voice, I am not. I suppose that isn't the most politically correct comment to make now that I think about it, so I apologize if I've offended anyone. I will just go ahead and tell you that I'm not female, and thus I'm not very good at doing female voices. Anyway, we're going to check before we talk to Pascal if the wandering couple is here now. And forget that I said any of that, because I just kind of feel awkward about it now. Alright. Ah! Oh no. Sorry, is something wrong? Mercy! Please, just let us go. I think there might be some kind of misunderstanding here. You mean you aren't here to arrest us? No. Wait, why do you think I'd arrest you? We deserted the Resistance. You what? We just want to find a place where the two of us can live our lives in peace. Is that so wrong? Please don't tell anyone that we're here. Please. We're not with the Resistance. We're Yorha. We don't have any obligation to report you to your superiors. Thank goodness. Still, if you guys stay here, they're going to find you eventually. We don't have a choice. My locomotion functions have been damaged, and we don't have the necessary materials to perform repairs. I don't suppose you'd bring us the materials we need. Huh? Who, us? We can't get them ourselves. If we leave this place, we'll be found for certain. I know it's a lot to ask, but we promise to reward you. Please? Let's help them. Thank you. We just need an elaborate gadget to conduct the repairs. I saw one near the abandoned factory. Thank you again. We know you can do this. You've accepted the Wandering Couple quest. We might already have what they need. It does not look like it. Alright, we're going to have to go back to the factory at some point to get that. This is not the ladder I wanted to climb. We're going to have to go back to the factory at some point to get that gadget. In the meantime, let's talk to Pascal again. It looks like I might even be able to have the fight with the Goliaths in this episode. Keep things moving along at a brisk pace. Like I said, I do tend to rush this route a little bit. Oh, you brought me some high viscosity oil. Anemone is just so kind and understanding. If only all androids and machines could live together in peace like this. Never gonna happen. I guess not. I'd appreciate it if you could help out some of the other machines as well, though.
After all, the only way to understand someone is to get to know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
What's that noise?
Operator to 9S. Emergency transmission incoming. We've detected a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. It seems to be accompanied by a large number of machine life forms. All Yorha members are ordered to engage at once.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it!
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
Something that gets me about this game is how wide a variety of machines.
Operator 210 here. Do you read me? Operator to 9S. I have bad news and I have good news. Bad first. We've confirmed the presence of 2 Goliath-class heavy weapon enemies.
2 of them?
Now, the good news. We've used your previous Goliath combat data to analyze the enemy. And it seems we have identified a weakness. Command has modified a firing unit based on this new intel. It's been installed on a pair of flight units that are heading your way.
That's your R&D for you.
Check your map data. Operator out.
Thanks, Operator. 2B, Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just sent the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
Alright. Kinda sounded like the operator ended the call and then started it over again for a second there. Interesting enough. Also, it's kind of funny how Yorha was willing to give these guys flight units so soon after they complained about how 9S treats them, but desperate times call for desperate measures, I suppose.
It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs. We should be careful.
And machines this size certainly merit desperate measures. Well, either way, what I was going to say is it kind of gets me how many machines fall under the category of Goliath units. Because if you just say Goliath units, you might just be talking about the smaller ones that we fight on a regular basis that really aren't too big of a deal to deal with. And if 9S is suddenly getting scared of those, I'd question where he's been this whole time. I'm finally getting a little bit better at climbing the stairs in this building, but as you can see from how I started, I still haven't quite gotten their layout perfectly straight in my head. I think this is the correct floor. I hope this is the correct floor.
Damn it!
Yep, this is the correct floor.
2B! Displaying data on central wiring hub.
Alright, here he is once again. Angles. This is not the kind of packing pattern I would expect out of a Goliath unit. Would have expected him to have something a bit more sophisticated, I suppose. Instead of just the generic enemy hacking. Where am I targeting? I guess I'm targeting one of the arms. Sure thing, game. What is even going on with the camera at this point? Ow! Wow, I was not expecting that. Okay, I should have though. Get out of the way. This battle is less easy as 9S. Well, this is as good a time as any, I suppose, to point out that if you start hacking a machine, but don't quite finish for whatever reason, you will get to keep part of the ring that you've built up, but the ring will slowly dissipate over time, so the longer you wait to finish hacking, the more you're actually going to have to do when you return to hacking the same piece of equipment. Same piece of equipment, the same machine. I don't know why I called them pieces of equipment. I suppose they more or less are, but, I don't know. I'll stay out of that debate. Kind of interesting to note that some of the hacking versions of our game tracks still have the clear vocals over them. Couldn't exactly replicate the human voice in 8-bit music, but you can hear.
Defenses are on patrol at higher altitudes. A low altitude approach is recommended.
Got it, thanks.
I'll also mention now that I'm not entirely sure that those songs are actually 8-bit music. I kind of suspect they're not true 8-bit music, but they're listed in the official soundtrack as the 8-bit versions of the songs, so who am I to say? Anyway, there's our next target. And I can't hack him for some reason. Why can I not hack him? I'm very confused right now. Game. I was able to hack in the flight unit in the intro. There should be no reason why I can't hack this Engels unit now. Come on, game, let me hack him. That's kind of my thing. Well, I guess I'll just wail at him with light attacks then. That seems to be all the game wants me to do. Pain. Pain and suffering. Oh, right. That's why you don't want to stay all that close to these guys' faces. They do have giant lasers. Try hacking one more time. Still does not appear to be working. Avoid the missiles and or cut them out of the sky. And it's preparing to attack again. Alright. Took a little longer than I would have hoped, but it appears we've almost taken care of it. Come on, just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. How did I wind up on the right side of the screen? I was on the left side of its face. Did it push me somehow?
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
vibrations were growing in intensity. It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
What the...
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
I used Command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like, way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there. If we're lucky.
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
Well, with the Goliaths taken out, next time on Nier Automata, it will be time once again to venture underground and face off against Adam and Eve. I will see you then.